Going on? It's AC Noob, and we're going to talk about tandeming here. First things first, you can already see that there's a pretty big gap between me and this guy, so I'm going to do some low angle drifting, and I'm going to take a shallow line here in order to catch up. Watch his back tire. He runs a nice line. He even goes over, but I didn't even get out to that outer rumble strip and was really on that inside clip where he kind of went wide there, and that allowed me to catch up pretty nicely with them. So that's one way of kind of closing a gap there if you need to catch up with somebody. You know, you don't want to really throw it huge, throw a big angle, because it's not going to get you anywhere really fast if you're trying to play catch up. Another thing is, I'm making this video assuming that you already know how to drift. You know, if you are struggling with drifting, you don't really need to be tandeming. But another tip here is try not to get so close that you have to slam on brakes or ruin or stop your drift to let the person in front of you transition, which I have a problem with here. See, I even went off track. I went all the way off track because he needed a transition, and I was in the way, so I had to get out of his way. That way I wouldn't mess up his driving. I typically try to leave just enough room so, you know, he can transition, or if he decides to slam on brakes or anything happens, I can have at least a little bit of reaction time. But, you know, everyone likes to get close and tap every now and then, so it just kind of depends on your confidence with the driver in front of you. Okay, so coming up here is another example of me using a shallower line. Watch, I go off track here and he gets some distance on me. So watch the front of my car compared to his. I'm like basically almost touching the grass at those clipping points where he's, you know, a good couple feet off. But that puts me right behind him to get on his door and be right back on his door for the entry after the straightaway. And I'm also driving straight on the straightaway as a way of staying close to him as well and keeping that proximity. Okay, I wanted you guys to take notice here again. I get so close on his door that when he transitions, I have to go off course because he's going to hit me. I should have backed off a lot earlier there. And so that's another thing, you know, just learning from my mistakes. Another tip I think is valuable for being a chase driver is finding a spot on the lead driver's car that you want to focus on and just lock in on. You know, for me, it's typically the door handle where I want to put my front tire, or I want to put the hood of my car somewhere. That way I'm not too far up where I can't see the car in front of me, because I don't have real head motion or virtual reality or anything like that. So I just pick a spot on their car, typically their door, and I try to stay in that pocket there and not lose it. Because when you get too far forward, you know, you can't see and you're starting to drive ahead of them, and it starts to get ugly and messy and whatnot. So, you know, typically you want to hang back just ever so slightly. That way, you know, you have that clean look where you're up on their, you know, door, like wheel to door or door to door. But, you know, you'll never want your front tires passing the front tires of the car that's leading you, because it starts to get a little sketchy then. And also, I know this is going to sound pretty basic, but especially if you're just starting to learn to tandem, get a car that you are very, very comfortable with, because working with a car that's very hard to drift for you is not going to make it any easier to tandem. You want to get something you're comfortable with, and hopefully a driver you're even more comfortable with. You know, even just sitting through this video, which is pretty much raw, you can see that over the course of this video I've gotten, you know, more and more comfortable with the driver in front of me, despite the fact that I keep kind of choking myself out after that, what is it, third corner, and keep running off there for some reason. But, you know, over time, you know, just don't force it. Don't try to get so close that you're getting that messing up the lead driver as well, because then you're going to have some, you know, people who don't want to lead for you and whatnot. You know, just have some fun, but take your time learning. It's not a race. Something else as a chase driver you need to be comfortable with is braking, because you never know who you have in front of you, especially if you're, you know, like me, just tandem with, you know, anybody. You get up on some people and they might have weird habits. They might like to, you know, brake real hard or drag handbrake real hard. Some people, drift slow. Some people drift fast. Some people have big angle. Some people have low angle. There are many different styles when it comes to drifting. And so you need to pretty much be prepared and learn how to use that foot brake. Learn how to left foot brake to control your line and your speed as well whenever you're behind somebody. But also learn how to use your handbrake, but not have to rely on it, because if you rely on your handbrake, you're usually going to end up being left behind when it comes to chasing. The lead car will usually pull away from you. Now here I end up putting on a little too much angle, but watch how I run that inside line where he's running real wide. And when I run that inside line, and even here, you see I'm on the cones and he went on the outside of them. That puts me right back at his door. So those are just some little tricks that you can use on any track, really, using that inside line to play catch up. Say you make a mistake and end up falling back, or you're just trying to catch up to a group or something. But those are my main tricks and tips for learning how to tandem, getting close to people, learning how to use that inside line. You should definitely be familiar with that if you're into racing or toge at all. Learning how to use your brakes, especially left foot braking comes in handy when you're getting real close to people. Learning not to rely on that handbrake so much. And just being confident in your skills and the skills of the person in front of you, because it takes a good lead driver to have a good chase driver, essentially, to have good tandems. So I have some wheel cam footage here. Once this one plays out, I'm gonna end up doing the same thing, coming up too close on this guy, not giving him the room, and end up running myself off track, as you'll see. Like I said, because I didn't really give him the room, I took a bad line there as well. But you can watch how I use all this information and translate that into the wheel, and using my gas, using my brake, using the clutch, all that together, and just see how I do it, and maybe you could learn something from how I do it. But as the name implies, I am a noob, so take what you can, but also, it takes a lot of learning and practice on your own. And thanks also to the people who have, been watching my channel, who subscribed and liked and whatnot. I know the channel is not super active or anything, but I do like to come on and put something on every now and then. And, maybe eventually we'll do something more with this channel. But, if you guys that are, out here liking and subscribe, I appreciate that. Thanks a lot. Makes me feel pretty good about these, and makes it actually worth kind of doing every now and then.